Hi everybody, so this is my first attempt at using the Umai and the Misty Gully dry age bags. We've done one on the 1st of January and one on the 14th of January, and I think we're on the 3rd of February today. So we're looking 5th of February today, so we're looking at a 5-week dry age and a 3-week dry age, and they're tomahawk steaks. They're roughly about 1.5 kilos each. So we're going to unwrap the oldest one first, and we'll see what we've got. There's lovely scissors that don't work, so we're just getting it with a knife. Smells pretty nutty. What do you think, Aaron? A bit of a sniff.
Yep.
It smells relatively nutty. Not too bad. We'll chuck that in the bin. Alright, so I'm going to give it a trim back. There doesn't seem to be any apparent mould or anything on there. It looks pretty clean. So we're just going to clean it up. See if we can see how much is left on this thing. So we'll start by cutting back some of this. Oh wow, look how rich they. It smells so rich. It's quite a bit of, looking quite dry. So I don't know whether we're there's a bit of flesh in there. Might be cutting back for a while. It's looking pretty fleshy. A bit of bone there. Cut a fair bit of fat off, I think. So you can almost eat that the way it is. So that's pretty soft in there, that section there. We'll have to cut off the crust on the top. Struggling to cut that down a bit. Make sure you got a really sharp knife. I gave these guys a massive sharpening before I started. And it seems like it's just like cured meat, really, isn't it? I'm thinking the 5-week one might be a bit of a fail by the looks of it. I'll keep cutting it back away. Just hoping I'm not cutting too much off now. Seems to be a bone in there. Doesn't look like there's too much steak left there, eh? Getting close to the end of that. Seems to have indented itself in there. I'm going to cut out that piece there. I might actually take it away from the bone. I can find the... It smells really buttery with a real like intense nuttiness in the background. It's quite interesting smell, but I don't think we're going to be gnawing away at that bone anytime soon. Now supposedly you can use this stuff to render it down and then use it for something else, so but we're just going to eat the steak today. Let's see what it's like. So this is 1.5 kilos, and look what we've got left so far. So we're talking you're talking quite a significant cost to actually render something down so small, dry age something down so small for such a long period of time. So I'm gonna probably say, if you're going to do it, we're gonna do next time, we're gonna go, well today we're gonna go through and we're gonna do an Angus Reserve Australian beef New York style from Kirkland's. We got it from, got this from Costco's today. You need to do a minimum of around, I reckon, 4 to 5 kilos, because by the look at it, that's 1.5 kilos, and I would say just feeling that is probably about 300 grams left. So you know, you're losing quite a lot of meat. So I'm just going to try to cut the rest of this crust out of this bit here. It's sort of dimpled in as well, so I'm just going to go around like that. See if we can just try to keep as much of that meat, as that flesh as possible. It's looking, smells bloody beautiful, but there's a bit of a crust in there. I'm trying not to keep my fingers out of the way as I'm cutting away. You don't want to slip with the knife and then put blood all over it and ruin the opportunity. All right, so that's looking pretty good there. We might take this fat off through there. I'm not going to eat that anyway. It's looking pretty clean, but that's pretty much all we've got left. So not really enough, not really much there for a 5-week dry age. So we'll stick that one on the left of the plate. So that's the first one that we did, Aaron, and we'll have a dealt it. This is the 3-week dry age. Now this one here was slightly smaller. I think it might have been a 1.3 kilo, so 200 grams less. I think I'll do the same thing. I'll debone it. I mean, they reckon you can render this down and use it. It doesn't smell bad at all, so I mean, you could probably make a stock with it or something like that, and a really nice broth. So we'll start here. We'll use my lovely Asian knife that I got from Tongley Supermarket all that while ago. This has a slightly different colour. It seems to be different colour than the other one. It's a bit more of a mahogany sort of colour, whereas the other one's something a bit more vibrant. It's a lot softer in the middle, which is a positive sign. Just trying to cut past the bone, but there we go. And just go down the edge there. Awesome. Look at how dark that is. Definitely got a bit more meat on there. So, but the meat looks so rich and so dark. You know, I think even just 3 weeks would have been absolutely plenty. I'll just cut in there like that. See if we can get under it. Don't want to cut too much meat out because otherwise we're not going to have much to eat. We might have to make some pasta in addition to. I'll just slice it. Nice large slices like that. Quite a hard crust on the top. It's quite intense. Definitely need to cut that off and see if we can cut down this way maybe. It feels like there's a bone or something there. I'm trying to cut through, but I don't know. Okay. Cut that edge off. Again, I might just take that bone off. We can. It might be a better option. Alright, let's have a look here. So we're going to take that little bit off there. The reason I'm taking the bone off, I think, is just so I want to get all that crust off. A little bit nervous. I haven't ever done this before, and even though it all smells absolutely magnificent. There's absolutely no rot smell there or anything like that at all. I'm still a little bit concerned about, being it's the first time I've ever done something like this, putting something down my throat that I ended up sick tomorrow. But it seems all good. There doesn't seem to be anything bad in there. So we can see the difference between the 5 weeks. Now that was 1.5 kilos, and that was 5 weeks, and look how significantly smaller that is, even in the thickness. They were from exactly the same batch. I actually split the bags, and you can see the difference. So left is the 5, right is the 3. I'll just take that little tiny bit there. All right, well, we'll season them lightly. So I'm just going to wash my hands.